I'm such a nice guy to her, and I always put up with her mood swings and let her cry to me and shit. I'm so in the friend zone. She openly talks about fucking other guys. That is what's called being a friend. If you were such a nice guy, you wouldn't be complaining about her treating you like a friend. If you only put up with her in the hopes that maybe one day she'll fuck you, you're not a nice guy and you don't deserve to have her. The only reason you don't deserve to be in the friend zone is because you're not a friend at all. You're a selfish prick who puts your dick before her feelings. I couldn't have put it better myself. However, I do want to add one tiny little thing, and that is just that if you find being in the friend zone with someone a chore or a problem or boring, or you only put up with being in the friend zone with them, you wouldn't enjoy dating that person. If you don't enjoy being someone's friend, you also won't enjoy being that person's partner. And I don't know how people don't grasp that concept. Special thank you to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel and supporting my content. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Today we are going to be once again returning to r/niceguys, the subreddit dedicated to guys that aren't quite as nice as they might think. That's about the best way I can sum that up, really. Before we begin, I just quickly wanted to mention that I live stream every Thursday over at my Twitch, so you can go check that out if you would like. Equally, I upload all of the videos to a YouTube channel after. That's Blue the Nerd Live on YouTube, or Blue the Nerd on Twitch, so you can either come catch me live, we have a good time, or you can catch the VODs on my YouTube channel after the fact. Both are a good time, so I would love to see you all there. Right, let's get into the subreddit, shall we? Am I the asshole for being upset that this woman doesn't want to talk to me? So about 3 weeks ago, I saw this one woman come into my favorite bar, and I've never seen her there before. It probably doesn't matter, but this woman looks like everything I've wanted from a physical attraction standpoint. I rarely see women that I'm attracted to, but she was definitely one of them. She was at the bar, and I went to talk to her, but before I was even a few feet away, she looked at me with this kind of anxious expression, and she started backing away. It was kinda loud, but I think she said something like, "I'm good." I've been rejected before, but for some reason, that one has been sticking with me for a while. I was out with some friends tonight, and they were like, "Hey, let's sit over here." It turns out that some of my friends apparently knew this girl and some of her friends, and so we were all at the table together. I tried to be polite and talk to everyone, but I could tell that she still didn't want anything to do with me. I could just feel it. Honestly, I feel pissed off. Not just because I really liked her, but because I don't know what the fuck I did for her to be so critical of me. Edit. That bitch. I was having a good time and she ruined my night. I hope she's happy. At least someone will be. Okay, look. Already, we know that there was something up by the fact that you were approaching her, and that was enough for her to be like, I'm gonna get out of this situation. What were you doing? How were you approaching this woman? Like, just some creepy little gremlin, like, stalking up to her in the background, like, But also, it appears that her concerns were fully warranted and correct by the facts that, purely based on the facts that she just didn't want to talk to you in the bar, and in a scenario where you're surrounded by friends, she also just kind of didn't want to talk to you that much, probably was already having conversations with other people that you were trying to butt into. But because of that fact, you have now responded with, "Fuck that bitch." Like, it's very clear that her concerns were correct. If that is your response to someone simply not wanting to talk to you, their concerns probably warranted. Last year, I went on a date with a dude, and when I told him I was reading Animal Farm again, he laughed obnoxiously for an entire minute and said I was too old to be reading children's books. I think about that a lot. Next comes a self-help book that teaches you how to kill mockingbirds.
Worst is that she probably sucked him and let him fuck her. And us nice guys, not hurting women's feelings, get rejections. Cruel world.
It's wild that they would just, like, throw that assumption out with nothing to back it up. Like, a woman is on Twitter going, "This dude belittled me in a way that made him seem really unintelligent because he didn't understand what he was belittling." And this person's like, "And I bet they had sex." Like, what at all in in her tweet has possibly insinuated that she would possibly want to after that point. Like, be real here. No ugly chicks, fat chicks, baby mamas, or bitches 35 and older. If you got too many piercings or got any sort of snake dragon tattoos, use pronouns identifying the least bit with LGBT. You can get right the fuck out of here with that nasty fucking shit. Up is up, down is down, left, left, right, right, boy is boy, and girl is girl. If you wanna disagree, disagree with someone who gives a fuck. All that aside, I'm a really nice guy. Let's link. I'm a really nice guy, unless you happen to be a minority that I don't agree with, someone I don't consider attractive, or a parent. Any of those kinds of people, I will hate you till the day you die. However, I'm just a nice guy. Such a nice guy that goes around hating people for existing. Also, pronouns. All that aside, I'm a really nice guy. That's a pronoun. This guy, he can't even stick to the script. Uses pronouns. There's multiple pronouns used throughout this whole post. But like, let's be real. The people that hate people using pronouns and say that LGBT is bad didn't actually ever get past preschool level English. Let's be real. Just throwing that out there. Like, transphobia and education don't tend to go hand in hand with each other. He's a nice guy. He would never do that, right? I love women like this. Sitting down, carefree, not trying to hide her kitty constantly. Most of us nice guys aren't trying to look up your skirt or dress. So women, please stop trying so hard to hide it. Be like this woman, comfortable and not worried about what guys can see. Fucking yuck. Also, right, guys like me aren't trying to look up your skirt, he says, after pointing out how she's sitting and the fact that he might be able to. Like, normal people don't think about that. You thought about that, which very much implies you are in fact one of those people. But also, what is wrong with a woman just not wanting to give people that opportunity? Regardless of whether you feel like most guys aren't trying to see up her skirt, some people still exist that would. And it is totally normal and fine for a woman, perchance, to not want people to. And also, there are plenty of people that don't want to see up her skirt and would prefer it if they couldn't. All around, it's just polite in both regards for her to not give you the opportunity and for you to not take it. Congrats, you left him alone and broken. That one guy that ever truly cared about you. You abandoned him. The one person that never judged you, even after you opened up to him about everything. The one guy that even in the end treated you like his world. But it's okay, cause you're happy now. You may have shattered his idea and viewpoint of love, but it's okay. Really, congrats, cause there is no way he's caring about anyone else the way he cared about you. I have just one thing to say about that. Just one thing. Sucks to suck. But in all seriousness, rejection happens. It's normal to feel sad about being rejected and liking someone who's with other people. However, you just have to accept that that's a thing. You have to move on and you have to be okay with that. Guilt tripping her, not gonna change anything. Acting like you're such a poor widow hurt boy, like no one else goes through this, as if it's not one of the most normal things that relationships go through. Like, everyone gets rejected at some point in their life, besides maybe like aromantic people, but that's a different thing. Like, obviously they're not really gonna get rejected if they're not asking people out, but like, you just have to be okay with that. Like, guilt tripping her's not gonna change anything. She's not gonna break up with her boyfriend because you wrote some pitying poor widow me like post. And even if she did, if she ended up dating you purely out of the guilt that you made her feel, that's not gonna be a good relationship. You're not gonna have a good dynamic, and it's not gonna end well for anyone. So the best thing you can do for yourself and for everyone else is to move on and be okay with moving on. It happens. You just have to be okay with with it. I'm very sad these days. I was brought up a very good man. Sadly, I've been single for years as women are all sluts, but not one woman will show me love ever in... I'm guessing that's where they live. That is so belittling and depressing, as this is why no woman ever reaches out to me, but you will whack any seedy, sleazy idiot anytime. There are no good women in Red Town. It's been shown to me that you all would rather see me die than ever reach out to me to say hello or invite me for some company or even a coffee. It's ripe here, but it's the same, just not as bad as the Red Town. This is a massive swingers club for losers. Only no good men allowed. Look, I don't want to be that guy, but if you think that women are fucking any seedy, sleazy idiot, but they won't fuck you, you really got to assess what that says about you, brother. Cause that says a fucking lot. The tragedy for nice guys in this world is, 1. Everybody blames them. Why are you so kind and soft against others? That's why you don't, girls. What? This is a stroke. 2. Point A. But the irony is, most of these soft guys can have it very hard at another body part in the right moment. 2B. Why don't one of these girls allow the nice guys to have the experience in the bedroom? I bet in action, with such a guy, the girl would be sweating and running out of breath like riding an elliptical at the gym. 2C. That could be the performance the girls deserve in the bedroom. Instead, they go for just ED disappointment, which is usually the maximum that most chats could deliver. Shaking my head, seriously. Okay, this one might be bait, because it kind of, the last part there, the shaking my head seriously part, leads me to believe that maybe it's bait, but it really might not be. But if chats were all ED disappointments, they wouldn't be getting girls all the time, would they? Like, girls would be like, these guys aren't delivering, I should find someone who can. But also, again, it's like, I'm such a nice guy. Look at me, I'm a nice guy. Girls won't date me because I'm nice. But here, let me make 3/4 of the paragraph I'm writing out be all about sex. So you think the issue is entirely about sex because you're not getting any, and it's because you're such a nice guy, but it couldn't possibly be because, like, you probably open every conversation with a woman about sex and you put her off immediately, because rather than getting to know her, learning her likes, interests, having a conversation, you know, building up some rapport, learning each other's lives, you know, getting to like each other, you know, you open with
nice tits. Wow, I love your tits.
This is actually a reference to a post coming up, by the way. They say they want a nice guy and someone who will be there for them, but that's because that's what they're supposed to say to not sound like the c***s they are. Or, right, maybe they do actually like nice guys, and, hear me out, the guy calling them c***s isn't a nice guy. Whoa, crazy thought, crazy thought. Maybe they don't want the guy that is slinging horrible insults at them. Maybe, just maybe.
Girls will pound themselves silly with a piece of plastic while leaving a good man that would love them till the end of time in the friend zone.
If someone leaves you for a piece of plastic, it's not the piece of plastic. But worth adding that this guy probably, you know, bases his entire personality on being a nice guy. You know, the bare minimum of being a human being. So a piece of plastic probably has more personality. Because if your entire personality is being the good man, you don't have a personality. Right, we're now at that post that I referenced a minute ago. About me, all American. When I try to pet my cat, she goes, "Please no," and I back off, cause I believe in mutual consent. I don't care about looks or sex. I just want to find someone who doesn't fall asleep or text during movies. Looking for someone cool to drive around the city at night, listening to loud music with. Liberal, 6 foot. Just got back from Iceland, going to EDC 2023 in May. Love what you did with the tits. That's not how you open, bro. I'm all about mutual consent, and I don't care about looks or sex. Love your tits. What do you mean? It means they look great and really tie the room together. Okay. Oh my god, cut the shit. Are you actually offended? Or do you just feel like you should be because of the fucked up, repressed empowerment culture we sound day to day? You show them off clearly in your photos. You're not being sly. So just be you with me. I can't stand fake people. What you on Tinder for? Wow, so that was a lot of red flags. I'll cut the shit and get real with you. I don't give a fuck that you noticed my tits. I think they're nice and I don't mind showing them off. I was more cringing at your opening line because it was kinda just pointless, apparently like matching with you was. Especially when your bio says that you don't care about looks and the first two things you say to me are in regards to my appearance. Then you turn around and pop off with an attitude about empowerment and shit when all I said was, okay, then call me sly, or the lacking of, and insinuate I'm fake because of that? Wild as fuck. As for what I'm on Tinder for, thank you for making it incredibly clear it's not you. Have the day you deserve. Have the day you deserve is such a good passive-aggressive statement, and I really need to start using that because that is gold. But yeah, let's break down, okay? First of all, in this guy's bio, he puts, I believe in mutual consent, and then clearly shows that he only believes in mutual consent when it's actually given. If they don't give consent, suddenly that's not such a concern anymore, and that's a big problem that he needs to rectify, which is already, you know, paragraph 1 of his bio broken. Paragraph 2, I don't care about looks or sex, immediately makes comments about someone's appearance in a sexual manner. The next part, after that paragraph, the next line, liberal, says he's liberal, then makes a complaint about female empowerment, a very conservative view in the current state of politics, where conservatives very much hate feminism and women's empowerment. So we're 3 for 3 there, 3 for 3, all of those down. The only thing I can't dispute is that he's American and went to Iceland, because sure. And the final post.
Why females owe me sex?
Calling them females, already off to a great start.
I'm a 21-year-old virgin, and I've never kissed a female. My whole life, I was bullied in school by the males and talked to like I have autism by the females, even though I don't even have autism. I deserve to f*** the females. I want more than every other fucking guy. What? I'm a good person.
Are you though?
I'm not racist or sexist.
Beg to differ there.
Or a bully. I've been bullied. I'm straight edge. Unlike the rest of these degens in America, I've never done drugs, smoked, vaped. Alcohol has never touched my lips.
You sound fun at parties.
But do any females respect or care about that at all? No, of course not. These worthless fucking thoughts are getting run through and ghosted by boy asshole after boy asshole after boy asshole. I'm so fucking tired of hearing females don't owe you anything. You don't deserve anything. Shut the fuck up. They all owe me.
I just need to put in big, bold letters. Just zoom in on where he goes. I'm not sexist, but all women owe me sex and aren't allowed to sleep with the people that they want to sleep with. But I'm not sexist. You sure about that, buddy? You sure about that, buddy? And also, like, you're not autistic, but women treat you like you're autistic is a weird statement because, like, if women are treating you weird, and assumedly the way that you are describing autistic in this post is that they're assuming you don't have good, like, conversational and people skills, it's probably because when you talk to them, you're really fucking weird. So they treat you like you're really fucking weird. That's probably the reason. They don't owe you shit. You don't deserve shit, okay? Treat them like human beings. Talk to them. Become friends with them like you would a normal fucking human being. Because that's what they are. Human beings. And just maybe you might end up having something with someone. But you'll never, ever have that. You'll never have a relationship with someone. You'll never get close to someone or feel like you care about someone if you believe that every woman owes you sex when they don't owe you shit. And it's that exact view that will make you die alone, never touched by a woman. And that's where I'm going to end the video. I hope you have enjoyed, everybody. It's been a little while since I took a look at this subreddit, and it's always a time. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed. If you would like to support me in making more content like this, then I have a Patreon in the description down below, or equally you can click on that join button on the channel to support me. It helps a lot more than you might realize. I think I might start doing polls and stuff on like my Patreon and YouTube members, just to kind of gauge whether people enjoy certain types of content and what content people like more. So if you want to be a part of that and you want to have an influence on what videos I make in the future, although all of the videos will naturally still be public, then you can join Patreon or my YouTube members, just to, like, you know, have a part of that, just to put in there what you want to see me do in the future. So yeah, that's a thing. Massive, huge special thank you to all of the YouTube members and patrons that do support the channel. All of you are incredible, wonderful, amazing people, and it genuinely means so much that any of you support me. So thank you to everybody that does. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.